Hi, this short video will cover the integration between Dell One Identity Manager and Dell One Password Manager from an end user standpoint. We will showcase the user interface and the experience a user would go through. The use cases we are presenting are fairly straightforward. The user will use the self-service Dell One Identity Manager web portal to access the self-service Dell One Password Manager to register their account and then update their password. The user will then use the self-service password manager, or it's an option to use the self-service password manager to update their notification section. What do they want to be notified on from a password manager standpoint? And then finally, the user will use the password manager self-service Q&A profile section to update his or her answers. The main prerequisite in order for this integration to take effect is the administrator of Dell One Identity Manager will configure the web designer component to show links to the Dell One Password Manager directly from the Dell One Identity Manager web portal. Again, that's something that the administrator would have to go through. This is going to be seamless from an end user standpoint. So let's take a look at this integration and how it's made possible. So I'm going to log into my lab. And I'm going to log in here as Lester Arms is my user. Got a couple of passwords in a notepad going on. This is the current password, and the one below it is the password I'm going to change his password to be. So we're going to right click and we're going to paste password. We're going to log in. And once I log in, under the navigation section, I'm going to see my password link. And under my password link, we're going to click on Manage My Passwords. What you're going to notice for this specific user, this user is not registered with Dell One Password Manager, so the task is disabled. And it tells us here that the task is disabled because the user is not registered with Password Manager. And that's why the only link we see is my questions and answers profile, because that's how we register an account with Password Manager. We've got a CAPTCHA image. We're going through the workflow now of registering a user. The first thing is a CAPTCHA image. We're going to say TEHX7. Next. The password is this current password. Click Next. And then we're going to answer these questions. So I'm going to quickly answer some of these questions. Again, these questions are configurable using Password Manager, so you can control how many questions the user will get to answer. What's the size of my waist? Glad you're not seeing this. Create your own question. What is your mother's maiden name? Question mark. And we're going to type this in. And then finally, this is help desk question. That's what I've configured in my system. Size of your shoe, 11. So this is what help desk will be able to see along with the user in order for help desk to update their passwords. Okay, so we're good to go. You can go to the home page, but again, let's go through the experience. A user logs in, clicks on the left-hand side, manage my passwords. Here's a CAPTCHA image. And again, it's very clear here, but you can put some noise around the CAPTCHA image. This is configured in Password Manager. We're going to click Next, right-click, paste. This is the first password, and now it's asking us for what do you want the new password to be. Here's some policy settings around what the password should be, and then we're gonna copy this and paste it again, and we'll go ahead and click Next. This is now, we've just updated our password in Active Directory. Since Dell One Identity Manager uses Windows Authentication to authenticate users, we're gonna test this live right now. So Lester Arms. And then the password, it's still in my buffer. This is the new password. Right click paste and then log in. So this worked. We just changed our password in Active Directory. But then again, from Dell One Identity Manager, from the main interface, I can come in here and edit my QA profile. Here's the workflow for that. CAPTCHA. You can get rid of the steps or add more steps. We're going to right click and paste. That's my new password. And that's again another verification that it is the new password. I can come in here and change passwords and change this in here. Like in 3 months, I plan on exercising, so maybe this will go down. In any case, edit my alerts. I can start that workflow directly from here as well. EG9U8, and then click Next. My password, right click paste, click Next. But now I can configure what I would like to receive emails directly from my Password Manager. So this is the integration between Dell One Identity Manager directly into Password Manager.